In 2023, natural disasters, conflicts, devastating earthquakes, and political turmoils tested nations and citizens worldwide. Bangladesh elections and protests. As Bangladesh prepares for the January 7 elections, the nation faces escalating violence between supporters of the main opposition BNP and the ruling Awami League. The BNP called for PM Sheikh Hasina's resignation, citing her prolonged rule spanning nearly 19 years. They sought her resignation to enable free and fair elections under a non-party interim government similar to previous elections held between 1991 and 2008. Nashville school shooting. In March 2023, a tragic shooting at an elementary school in Nashville, Tennessee, USA shocked the nation. A former student opened fire at the Covenant School, claiming 6 lives, including 3 9-year-old children, before being killed by police. Audrey Hale, the shooter, had planned the attack with detailed maps and surveillance of the building. Turkey and Syria earthquakes. Over 67,000 lives were lost in a series of devastating earthquakes that struck Turkey and neighboring Syria on February 6. The quakes, measuring 7.8 and 7.7 magnitudes respectively, caused buildings to collapse, trapping tens of thousands of people. This was considered Turkey's most destructive earthquake since 1939. Approximately 59,000 people in southern and central Turkey lost their lives, with over 8,000 casualties reported in Syria. Historic cities like Sanliurfa and Aleppo were heavily impacted. Population. India takes number 1 spot. India surpassed China to become the world's most populous country earlier this year, as confirmed by the UNFPA's State of World Population Report 2023. India's estimated population stands at 142.86 crore, slightly ahead of China's 142.57 crore. Notably, 68% of India's population falls between 15 and 64 years, considered the working age group. 7% are above the age of 65 years. Russia-Ukraine war enters second year. Over a year after Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, the conflict persisted. Ukrainian President Zelensky worked to secure soldiers and weapons as funding from key allies, Europe and America, slowed due to internal political shift. While casualty figures remain unconfirmed, UN estimates indicate over 10,000 Ukrainian civilian deaths. Russian President Putin reiterated that the war continues unless Kiev addresses Moscow's security concerns through negotiation. The lost submersible. The Titan submersible, carrying 5 individuals, imploded in the North Atlantic on June 18 during an extreme tourism mission to explore the Titanic wreckage over 12,000 feet below. Following an extensive search and rescue effort, officials found a debris field roughly 500 meters from the Titanic's bow, consistent with the submersible's 22-foot size. Among the passengers were OceanGate's CEO, a French explorer, and businessmen from Britain and Pakistan. Imran Khan's arrest and Nawaz Sharif's return. The year gone by proved eventful for Imran Khan. After his removal as Pakistan's Prime Minister through a no-confidence motion in April 2022, he faced arrest and imprisonment in the Toscana gift case for allegedly concealing details of expensive gifts during his tenure. His arrest led to clashes between his supporters and law enforcement agencies. Currently, this paved the way for the return of former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif from exile in London. His return aligns with the upcoming general elections, hinting at a potential comeback to power. Israel-Hamas war. The ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict in Gaza has resulted in significant casualties, with nearly 20,000 Palestinians killed amid a massive displacement of residents. The conflict stemmed from a surprise attack by Hamas on Israel on October 7, leading to scores of casualties and hostage situations. Despite UN efforts, including a resolution for an immediate ceasefire, the situation on the ground remains unchanged, with the conflict persisting. India-Canada ties take a hit. India-Canada ties were strained when Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau hinted at the Indian government's alleged role in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a pro-Khalistan leader in Canada. India dismissed Trudeau's charges, resulting in diplomatic expulsions and visa service suspensions. Additionally, the US charged Nikhil Gupta, an Indian national, in a plot targeting a US based Khalistani leader. Nepal earthquake. Western Nepal was struck by a powerful 6.4 magnitude earthquake on November 3, resulting in over 150 casualties and numerous injuries. The quake, centered around Ramidanda, approximately 550 kilometers from Kathmandu, marked the deadliest in Nepal since 2015. The late night timing of the tremors, occurring at 11:47 pm local time, contributed to the substantial loss of life.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.